I was having breakfast in the wardroom when the operations officer, OPS, walked in. This guy was the definition of not a morning person, still half asleep, bleary-eyed, basically a zombie with a bagel. He sat down across from me, barely conscious, and the morning sun, blazing through a porthole, was shining right on his face. He was squinting, chewing, and just trying to remember how to be alive for the day. It was painful to watch. Then, Zombie Ops stopped chewing, picked up the phone and dialed the bridge. In his sleep-drenched voice, he mumbled, "Hey, it's Ops. Could you shift our bar pat?" "Yeah, 165. Thanks." He hung up, sat back, and squinted. I realized that the sun was slowly moving off his face and onto the wall behind him. He blinked a few times, and the sheer brilliance of what I'd witnessed hit me. By ordering the bridge to adjust the ship's course by 15 degrees, he'd repositioned the sun out of his eyes while he ate his bagel. He'd literally just redirected thousands of tons of steel and hundreds of people so he could get the sun out of his eyes. He picked up his bagel, and I was terrified that he wouldn't realize his genius, wouldn't appreciate the epic brilliance of his laziness. But then, between bites, he paused, looked at me and gave me the faintest, sly grin before returning to his zombie bagel. I'm still in awe of that moment. It was a perfect example of the kind of humor and absurdity that you find on a ship. What do you think? Have you ever witnessed a moment of pure, unadulterated laziness that was also incredibly impressive?